Hello, everyone. It's me. And guess what? I have ruined about 3 steaks this month because I cannot cook steak. Mm. This one here, I said, you know what? I'm just going to throw it in the oven. I'm going to try again. I'm like between words because I just need this steak to come out edible. At least if I can chew it and swallow it, it'd be good. But the last steak I made, which was like maybe 3 days ago, I was able to chew it a little bit. Then I had to throw it away. I couldn't actually swallow it. But I can't keep throwing away money like that. Now, one of the things I will tell you is that freaking steak was very cheap because I don't have the budget for damn steak. No way, no how. But today I really and truly needed my food to come correct for me because I don't have food to waste like that. And I'm sitting here forgetting that I'm watching Mama's Family. That lady is crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh, boys and girls, I'm dealing with something right now. I feel so sad. I can't tell y'all on camera though. But if you have my number, you can call me. You know what I did? I had to lie to my doctor today. And I lied to protect myself. But I feel horrible. Goodness. Ugh, I feel horrible. Uh-oh. It's burning. I smell like it's burning. Woo! Hot. Hot. I actually wanted to make some rice, but oh, guess who went to the doctor? Guess who lost 4 pounds? And you know what? I'm not even trying to lose weight. I'm trying to tone. That's what I'm trying to do. But I guess it's working. Ah, she's so funny. Okay. Let's hope I didn't put too much seasoning in it. Ooh, I think it's good. Oh man. It's delicious. Oh man, I forgot to put some pepper on it, but mm. Oh man, I could chew it and swallow it. That's some good steak. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm. Boys and girls, I'm eating the whole steak. Mm, mm. That's terrible. Talk when your mouth is full of food like that. Oh man. Oh, it's delicious. Mm. I went to the doctor today. I went to the doctor today, and I had an appointment maybe maybe last week sometime. And when I got there, it was packed. And I asked them how many people were in front of me, and they said 5. So I already know how my doctor get down. He actually spent time with you. So you're looking at a good 30 minutes in his office. So I wasn't sitting there in no crowded room like that with COVID and everything else going on. In a community health center on top of that? No, bye. So I went to the front desk and I made my appointment for today. And I made it I said I wanted the last appointment of the day. Why did I leave my house at 4 o'clock to get there for my 4:15 appointment? And when I got there for my appointment, he called someone in the office. So I said, okay, I'll be here till at least 4:30, sitting outside this thing here because I'm the last person. Next thing you know, at 4:33, he called me. So when he called me, there was a woman sitting there, but she was waiting for someone else. So I said to him, see, I was about to fight you if you didn't call me. He looked at me and I started smiling. I said, come on in here, sir, because my knee hurt. So he sat down. Boys and girls, now y'all know I fell a couple days ago, hit my damn nose and everything, done tore up the place. Anyway, I had to go to the doctor today because my freaking knee hurts, and it doesn't hurt like if I'm moving like this. It hurts whenever I touch it. Like if the bed hit it, the sheet hit it, something like that hit it. It hurts like number 10. You know when the doctor says is it from 1 to 10? 10. But today I told him 9. You know, I lied a little bit, but that's not the lie I told. Oh God, is the oven closed? Anyway, all of my appointments in those type of manners, I'm going to make the last appointment for the day so that I can get in and get out, boys and girls, because I was the next person he called and I was out of there real quick. And that's what I need. But I was sad for most of the day. Most of the day, I was sad because, oh my goodness, you have no idea. I woke up about 3 something this morning and I was like well rested, so I know I had a good night's sleep. And then I woke up this morning and I just could not take, all of what I have around me. I couldn't go to the market. It just got so overwhelming. But I'm not sure. It's like 10 o'clock now. I'm thinking to take a drive over to the shelter. And I have 4 boxes right here. These 4 boxes right here, I'm thinking to just drop them off at the shelter. Now, if the spirit moves me, I'm trying not to throw them in the garbage, but it's definitely something that it's brand new. It's not even open. So, but I have to release some of the stuff that's around me because I'm freaking going crazy. I don't know. I just can't live like that. So I've been in here in the kitchen just, and I find myself just wanting to throw everything out. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get it all out. I just can't deal with my head all. So I did, tidy up here. I'm so angry because I have a greeting card holder. You probably can't see it. Yes, you can. And someone came here drunk, knowing before they even got here, I didn't want to deal with any of that type of behavior, and fell on it. And now it's freaking broken. So I can't take it nowhere because it's going to fall down as soon as the wind hit it. So I have to take those off of there and throw the whole thing away. Now I keep looking for a base. Like maybe somebody had the pole and they couldn't use the pole, so they put the base like on Amazon or somewhere, Marketplace or something. I keep doing that and looking for it. I can't find it. And then I'm in here with this massive dresser by my bed. And I got to get out of here because if I fall on that damn dresser, I'm going to bust up my head because I'm tall like the dresser. So it's a chest, I believe they call it. And I put it on the Marketplace and someone asked me, what is my lowest offer? And I said, the price that I put, that's my lowest offer. And that was that. And I realized that I could use the drawers underneath my bed. So if someone doesn't come to take it, because I wanted it on Marketplace for somebody to actually take it. Not only that, it's in excellent condition. So you don't want to throw something like that just straight up in the garbage. But I realized today if I can't get somebody to come take it and pay me for it, I'm just going to keep the drawers and throw out the rest, or keep the drawers and donate the rest. But knowing me and what I'm seeing, like right now, that dresser can become a craft project. I could turn it on the side, I could level it off with a base. I got all kinds of creativeness in my mind. But I would prefer to get it out of here, because if I fall on that dresser, and especially since it's at the doorway and I have fallen a few times, it hit my head on the door and smashed my face right in front of the door and stuff like that. So I got to figure out how to protect myself in here and bulletproof this place. When I say bulletproof, I mean falling. I have to do all of that, and I'm so angry. And then today I just kept crying and crying and crying, because I had someone come here a couple of days ago, and she wanted to put in to be my home health aide. She took the classes, she did everything. Now, today is Wednesday. She was supposed to call the people on Monday. I haven't gotten a call, and that's how I know she didn't call, because they would have called me already to tell me that I have to take these 2 meetings or whatever, which I know I'm supposed to take, and they haven't called me back for that either. Not only that, I'm not sure, but I'm almost positive I can't be selling and have a home health aide. So I'm sitting here like, okay, here it is. I'm trying to do what I got to do, trying to get my life together, trying not to live on this Social Security that keeps me living on poorness and not having anything extra, without scraping here and there. And then I go to the doctor, and he asks me, how did I get to his office? And he's looking at my hand, looking for my car key. And I'm looking at him like, well, I don't drive that often. And he was like, oh, because, you're fainting. And the last time I went to the doctor, she looked down at my hand with my looking for my keys, asking me how I got to the doctor's office. So I told her that day I walked, which I did. Walk to the office. Oh boy, did somebody catch that? Anyway, I'm feeling better now, but I'm sick and tired of what I'm going through, because I've been already debating if I wanted to sell my car. Now, my daughter needed to ride home. I couldn't drive back home, so I gave her the car. She told me that over where she lived at, they won't give her a ticket, and whatever the case may be. Then she called me in the morning time. She's all upset. They put a ticket on the car. So I said, it's all right. Thank goodness that I ended up getting to see her. I took the ticket out of her purse and put it in my purse for me to just knock it off and just pay the ticket. They have a court date for the 20th. I'm praying that between now and the 20th I earn something to just go ahead and pay the ticket. I'm not going to walk into a courtroom and say I didn't park the car, I didn't know, and all this other stuff, knowing that it's my license plate, and they're going to say you're responsible for the ticket, you should have never gave somebody the car. I already been through that nightmare. I left it in snot, so I'm not doing that. Anyway, I did go outside, like I said to the doctor. It was hot today, but I didn't have my air conditioner on all day. My freaking fan, I have a turbo fan that you put on the floor, but I put it up on the shelf. Wait a minute. You see that fan? It belongs on the floor because it's a turbo fan, but I put it right there by on the air conditioning unit, and it feels like freaking air conditioning. That's how nice it feels. But not only that, I think I have another one, maybe in this room right here. Okay, this is my other turbo fan, and I put it on. Let me see if you can see it. Okay, this is my other turbo fan, and I put it right here on top of this chair that my company sits in, and I can feel the air right here on this pillow where I sleep next to my little baby doll and everybody. See, they love me. Well, boys and girls, now that I'm right here, you see this dresser? See how tall I am to this dresser? I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of this. Now, I didn't normally sleep in this room. This room right here was an extension of my craft room. I used to do my gift bags and things in here. Oh, look at my curtains I got today. That's one of my free samples. I got to do a review on those curtains. But anyway, I'm afraid that I'm going to hit my head on that dresser. So I actually need the dresser out of here. And most likely it'll be out of here tomorrow because someone's supposed to come. Now, this dresser right here has a rounder edge and it's shorter. So I'm not afraid of this one. Plus, this dresser here is not at the entryway of my bedroom door. This is the one I would hit faster before I would hit that one over there. So I'm kind of afraid. But when I fainted in the other bathroom. But you see how? Oh, sorry. You see this sink right here? I hit my nose on this sink, and then my head hit the tile floor. So I'm afraid, and when I say I'm afraid, I don't mean it lightly. I mean it. I really mean it because I fainted 15 times in one day, and I fainted in here. And one of those times I ended up under my computer desk. But knowing that I want to continue living on my own, and then knowing that I had such a detrimental fall, that now the day I hit my nose, I fell out 4 times. And one time I hit my head over here. Now, I went to a doctor who put all of these little circle things and magnets and made me go to sleep and all the other stuff to check my fainting. And he said that my fainting is actually linked to my sleeping disorder, which means when I think I'm fainting, I'm actually falling asleep. So he said, when you get any type of, those awarenesses, immediately lay down. He said, even if you're in the street, just lay down on the ground. And I was crying today because I want to continue to live on my own, live independently. I want to continue to be able to do the things that I need to do for myself. I'll be 56 years old this month, and can you imagine they already was talking about putting me in assisted living? I don't have good insurance to be living in assisted living, and they only going to give me a meager amount of stuff. You only get enough money to buy shampoo, and I don't even need those shampoos, so they may not even give me that. Oh my goodness. So now I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to get to the point where I have no choice but to have somebody move in with me. And I don't want anyone moving in with me. Now, my boyfriend said, if you want me to move in with you, just let me know. Excuse me? That's the last thing I want is to live with a man. Boys and girls, no. I don't mind having a little house time and play time, bye time. I want to sleep alone. But if he moved in, it would be okay because he would sleep here. He already knows he's not sleeping in my bed. He knows not to touch my damn doll baby. So we are not playing on that one, boys and girls. Nobody touches. Now, there's one person that comes in here and touches my doll baby. Always, no, actually 2. But I don't have any association with those friends anymore. But when I say they pick up and Miranda want to kiss up her and everything and put a little fragrance and thing on her. But I want to be able to live on my own. Today I sat down and I watched a lot of YouTube, and I see a lot of seniors doing YouTube and showing their life, and they're outside and stuff in their yards. That is what I absolutely love, boys and girls. I love to see the freedom that people have to do their YouTube channels. I'm even in a few groups, and I even tell people, especially the ones suffering from depression and all that other stuff, I tell every last one of them they need a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is helping me so much. And what helps me more than the YouTube channel itself, because we already know I'm not monetized, so I'm not earning, is my comments. Especially when I know there was a part in the video that really meant something to me. Maybe something that I really enjoyed cooking, like Cora when she saw my liver a couple days ago. And boys and girls, I really and truly wanted to take some liver out today and cook it, but liver is one of those meals I can only have once or twice a year. So it's not like cabbage. Like I can have 5 or 6 things of cabbage, and y'all gonna see me eat a lot of cabbage, boys and girls, because I love cabbage. I never realized how much I love cabbage. Not only that, I never realized how much I like them yellow peppers. Now, I have some yellow peppers in my refrigerator. You might call me nuts, and I don't mind. But I'm taking some of them yellow peppers out to eat for my snack tonight, because that's what Cora would do. She would take it right there, put it on her plate, and eat it. I said I'm gonna put some yellow peppers in a plate with some ranch dressing. Yes, I am. But I, I'm angry with myself because I keep crying. I cannot imagine giving up the little bit of life that I have. Now, sometimes I get a little depressed because I don't really have anything to live on. But then when I'm walking around in this house, I say to myself, I have everything I need. So I'm grateful for that. I wake up every morning blessed that I got a shower to get into. When I used to live in my damn car, boys and girls, I used to have to go to that freezing gym to take a shower. But at that time, I was blessed and thankful that I had my gym membership. So in these situations, I'm trying to stay positive because it's not all bad. Now, some people may say they can't manage living on nothing. And when I say living on nothing, I absolutely mean once I pay my bills, my account is 0.00. I gotta basically live on a hope and a prayer that I'm gonna get something else. Now, don't get me wrong. I am more than grateful in many ways, especially for the fact that I get my samples that I get. I have 3 stools coming. 3 stools coming. Now, one stool I already know where it's going. It's going right here, and I'm going to put the stool here because it has no seat on it. And then over here, this was scrap. This was scrap wood that came from my bed that I couldn't put together. So I made myself like a side table. And these are cards that, of course, that I made. And I put them right here on my table. I made the little picture frame. And so now when my stool come, I don't know the 2 of them are going, because I could have sworn it said it was 26 inches high. But then I realized I was looking at another stool set. So these stools are lower, which is beautiful because right here is a little table I put for my drink to sit next to the couch. But this is a cardboard box. I put a t-shirt over it. As you can see, that's the sleeve. And then I put a pillowcase over it just so I could have something while I sit here on my couch and watch me some TV. Now, one of the things I'm actually happy about, I laid down before my doctor's appointment to close my eyes because I needed to close my eyes. No sleeping, just close my eyes. I closed my eyes for like 20 minutes, and as soon as I got up, I had 2 minutes before I walk out the door. So because I was already dressed and everything, because I woke up at 3:30 this morning, and so I was fine. The only thing that upset me is I had to stay in my clothes all day in order for me to remember I had an appointment. Because had I had taken off my clothes, I would have never thought or remembered, because I don't normally wear clothes in the house, just my house clothes. So I ended up having to keep my clothes on, and that's not comfortable for somebody who like to wear house clothes all day. But I've been in this living room all day. No nap, no nothing, big boys. Yes, I've been in this living room all day. I did no crafting at all today. Now you might see my table over there with all my beading and stuff and all my stuff. That's all my craft stuff right there. See my bucket on the floor? All of those buckets have stuff in it. One bucket has a whole bunch of earrings in it. I gotta pay $75 for this upcoming table, boys and girls. So you know Mama's getting ready. But I wanted to take the day to just have a me day. I wanted to drive myself somewhere, just park and just sit down and have a me day. But I said, no, I'm going to the doctor and I'm coming back home because I don't have no business outside on the street. And plus, it felt a little hot out there. The air conditioning felt really good in the car. But I actually like to be home. Then when I came home, and also before I left, I came in here. I was able to move the couch. I was able to tighten the legs on the couch. I was able to throw out two things. They were kind of big things. Oh, I threw away a rug. I took a rug off my floor. The rug was beautiful, boys and girls. Beautiful. But it was slippery. From the moment I put it on my floor, I knew I wasn't going to be able to keep it down on the floor because it was entirely too slippery. Now I have basically four carpet tiles on my floor that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. I'm hoping when I go to Dollar Tree they have some more where I can pick up, two or three more. Then pick up two or three more, and next the whole floor is covered. Now this floor here, all of that gray is from the Dollar Tree. Those are tiles, and all of this black is from Wayfair, and those are tiles. Those are carpet tiles. So I just want to put some carpet tiles on my bedroom floor because my feet hurt a lot more than they used to hurt. So today I had to wear my house slippers, which is okay because I don't wear them outside, but I like to walk barefooted. So y'all might already say to yourselves, boy, does she have about 5 or 6 problems. Yes, I do, 5 or 6 problems, but I'm still happy. I saw a video today where a lady went into someone else's home and she redecorated the house with stuff the lady already had, which means she just wasn't going to spend any money. And I'm looking at the girl move around the house and everything, and I'm like, oh my God, why don't you just move the couch over there? Why don't you put it there? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? And I'm like, ooh, I could really get down with something like that. But then I saw the lady's shoes. I said, is she wearing street shoes in that lady's house? I said, oh. So I didn't want to see the video anymore after that. I fast forwarded because I wanted to see the end. And guess what? She moved the couch right where I said it should have been, although she moved it a different place prior. But she ended up moving it. I think the person who lived there helped her move it because she did say something about muscle help. I love watching YouTube, but I'm watching Mama's Family tonight because I need to not cry. I need to laugh, and this lady is stupid. When I say stupid, I mean stupid in a good way. But I have to ask the question, does anybody remember Mork and Mindy? I was watching Mork and Mindy last night, and I said, how did that show stay on the air as long as it stayed on the air? I don't know. I'm not getting it. Now today I watched some kind of show like Happy Family or The Family, something, but it was a really old show that I never saw before. I watched about 3 or 4 episodes, and I really like it. I'm hoping All in the Family comes on tonight. I could really use some Archie Bunker right now and some Edith Bunker. Edith is not as bonkers as I thought she was when I was younger. I was watching a few episodes of All in the Family yesterday, and Edith Bunker is a bright young older lady. She's bright. I thought she was a dingbat when I was a baby. She's not a dingbat. Archie is the dingbat. Now Archie, All in the Family is my sister's favorite show, but Mama's Family seems to be my favorite show of this season right now because it's making me laugh, and I didn't realize how much I would like it. She's on TV right now, as you can tell. I keep looking over there, but I can't hear it, so I don't know what episode I'm watching. But looking at the show, I'm looking at some of the things in the house that we had when we was little. I saw somebody wearing a shirt that I had, and it's so funny because this time that was some good living. Even though it was some financial trouble somewhere here and there, come on now, we had food on the table. We was able to play outside. We had a lot of game nights. It was so much fun. I really and truly wish the children of today were not hooked on devices. I really wish they were not hooked on devices. But I looked into something else. I always had an issue with phones. I'm not hooked to cell phones. 9 times out of 10, if I'm in here, I gotta look for my phone. My cell phone ringer is down. I can't take the ringing on my phone. I can't take the ding dinging in other people's phones. I get in the elevator, people playing music, beep 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 beep. I never was able to. So I looked into on the computer, why has that been a problem for me all the years that I've known cell phones, beepers, whatever, and it says that I have a um forgot what it is, but I already knew, regardless whatever it is. So the other day, my daughter's driving and she has her cell phone on, and her friend is in the background, and she already knows that that's a trigger for me. But I did everything I could to not say anything because she already knew that it was bothering me. But what she fails to realize is that it makes me it makes me forget who I am. I go into some type of trance, like the other voices come out and stuff like that. So I ended up saying something to her that wasn't me saying it. It was a voice saying it, and I heard it. And then she said, "Why?" And she went to get angry, but she didn't. She stopped, and because she knew the issue I had with the phone, I came home and I realized that I had to part ways from my daughter. Not in anger, not in hate, for safety reasons. So she called me today. I didn't answer. She called me yesterday. I didn't answer. I did message her, and I told her I was busy, whatever the case may be. And then today I told her I just need to be alone. And she said, get well, whatever the case may be. I plan on staying alone. I realized that as many fears as I actually have, the only person who could protect me away from my fears is me, because when and my doctor said it at one time too, that I'm going to have to part ways with my daughter because she does know the psychosis that I have is really bad. And although I'm able to equip myself with getting through the day and all these other things, I do have breakdowns. I do have a lot that I have to deal with, and I'm doing everything in my power to stay out of prison. Plain and simple, honey. Plain and simple. Out of prison. I have bipolar disorder, and sometimes it get real dark. But I know a few things that can protect me, that stay by myself. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. My phone rang about 8 something this morning. There was a man so-called interested in me. Anyway, after that, I think nobody else called. So the phone hasn't rang all day. Basically, most of the people that I know, I had to put them on block because I couldn't take my phone just constantly ringing. But yesterday the phone rang twice, and it was 2 spammers, and I got them with the cell phone. But one spammer said, "Is this Shay?" And I said, it whistled again. He was like, "I just want you to know that's not bothering me." So I clicked the phone down. But that was the second call from that same company. So I guess that second whistle did bother him more than he thought, because I blew that sucker about 3 times in his ear before he hung up the phone. But I normally don't answer when the spam callers come on. I just leave the phone. But I said, you know what? I have to start answering from the spam callers and just start blowing whistle in their ear. Now, I do know that they can't help it. That's their job and all the other stuff. But I can't help it either. And if I need them to stop calling my damn house, I'm going to blow in their ear. Yes, I am. Or shall I say, yes, I is. Oh, my goodness. Don't I sound like a bonkers? But like I said, I'm doing the best that I can, the little bit that I can do. But I am excited because my birthday is this month. Oh my goodness. Only thing I want to do for my birthday is maybe drive to White Castles and give me some cheeseburgers. Other than that, I'm not looking for anything else. I actually said if I felt like it, I would probably go to my mother's house like maybe an hour, probably, but I can't go there longer than an hour because when she run out of water, wash up her hands and things, I can't take it. Now I could take the water a little bit better for me because you may not notice, but I turn the water down. You could possibly hear it like dripping or just a little, but my mother turned it on full force, and I can't be around water. Um, it makes me forget who I am, and I turn into this psychosis situation and stuff. So my doctor said, anybody run water, just leave. He said, just get up and leave. So I get up and leave. Anyway, thank you so much for spending this 35 minutes with me, and I shall chat to you later. And to my new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. And I did subscribe to someone yesterday, and I just want you to know how I do my YouTube. And I'm not saying you have to do the same thing for me. I tend to follow people when they follow me. Now, not all the time, because sometimes I forget. Sometimes I'm in here, my mind is not on to whatever the case may be. But I put say I'm following someone, I'll put them on my screen. I'm in here doing my cooking, whatever the case may be, listen to the video. Say if I run downstairs to the mailbox, I leave their videos running. So 9 times out of 10, if I'm running a video because I'm watching on my TV, I'm running it through straight. I'm not cutting the commercials, none of that. Now, if I'm watching someone that I'm not subscribed to and it's a commercial like Maxi Pads and I don't want to watch no Maxi Pads, I'm flipping that commercial off. So the skip, go about my business. But for the most part, like Tina's video I watched, I think yesterday or this morning, she has a new delivery of her GLP-1. So I'm not sure if the video is recent, but I saw the video. It looked like a new company and everything. But I do see some changes in her face. Yes, I do. But I was shocked. Now I do see that my stomach is changing shape, but I am in here doing my squats and I'm in here doing my row and ride. But I was shocked when I saw that I was under 200 pounds. I'm like, wow. Now I hope and pray I don't go down to 180. I do not want to go down to 180. That is way too small. But I am 196 right now. What? Never thought I would be that small again. But I cannot go. I cannot go to 180. I was 180 and I look like death. So I'm gonna have to figure it out. But I got on my vibration board, but this time I laid on the floor and I put my feet on it and I did it until I couldn't take the pain anymore. But I had to get up. But I did it and I felt so relaxed. I started going to sleep and drifting off. It comes with a book with different, exercises. So my feet is starting to itch. That's why you might see this phone moving. But I'm going to possibly do my vibration board tonight just to get me in the zone of remembering that I need to do my vibration board every day. I can see changes in my thighs. But not only that, now what I'm not trying to do is increase the caboose, but I can see some changes everywhere, even a little bit more in my arms. But I'm basically trying to tone. I am 56 this month, so I was just saying 56. I have to take account of my body because my bones. He checked me today for some type of bone thing, especially since I'm falling all the time. And he saw my leg, and I told him I don't know where all these bruises are. Now I do know I had 3 bruises on my leg, and that's because I fell. And I had a bruise on the inside of my leg. I remember hitting it, but I was asleep, so I don't know where I hit it. But that sucker hurt for some days, boys and girls. Oh, but he's worried now that, I may break something. I already broke my foot before. I'm not trying to break another bone. Nobody's trying to break another bone. I need to be mindful of some of the things I say. But I really and truly got to be mindful. But one of the things that contributes to me fainting is stress. And the day my daughter was here, I fainted 4 times in that one day. And I knew it was a little too much that I had to take her home. So I ended up taking her home. My daughter doesn't really know that is a side effect of my fainting. And I fainted one time, 15 times in one day, and she was here the entire time. So it's just that it's a cell phone. It's a cell phone. My doctor asked me today, what is it that happened that got me to that? And it's the cell phone, because she has the phone and she has it on speaker, and then just say, one of her friends is on a computer, you get a keyboard, or they're listening to music, or they're watching the, these reality shows, and there's certain dynamics of vocabulary that I cannot listen to, like hearing bro is so to me, and then especially hearing a young woman call her man bro. I'm like, the little you teaching little children. It is so when I hear that, I had to ask someone in my house, please don't speak that way, because you don't speak that way. You only speaking that way because people you hanging around, sound like that. Now, I'm not saying anything's wrong with it. I'm only saying, to me, something's wrong with it because of the way it sounds. It doesn't sound a certain way, but it's no different than if somebody was to hear the N word come out of somebody's mouth, or um, a different word describing somebody else. Because I even said something one time, and somebody said, that's racist. I'm like, what? That's something I just heard all my life growing up, but I never knew anything. And so I immediately, I don't use that word anymore, because I didn't know it was those people, that terminology in that nationality was considered racism. I didn't know that, because it's just a normal word. It's not like the N word. And now I don't get offended when someone call me. Hopefully nobody ever called me that in the street. I don't know what I would do. But I've never get offended, because I know what the true meaning of the word is. But my daughter just wore handcuffs a few weeks ago. Somebody called her that 3 times, and ooh, the condition that child was in. But I don't know. I've never had any of those dealings, so I'm not gonna start now. Anyway, I'm gonna hang up this video. I'm going to that kitchen, give me some more steak, because my steak came out so good. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you watched it this long, I want you to say the word, the color white, because my shirt is white. I got a comment today, and someone said pink, and a comment a couple days ago, and someone said pink, because I said, if you watch this long, mention pink or something like that. So this video is 42 minutes. If you watch it this long, I would like to hear you say white. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.